Good evening everybody and welcome to my channel. If you haven't been with me before, my name is Stella and I actually learnt tarot during lockdown. I actually use playing cards, which a lot of other tarot readers seem to be using now, and I actually draw some of my own cards. I just like to thank all my subscribers for subscribing. It really helps me enormously, so thank you for that. Also, thank you for the lovely donations that I've been receiving. It's really just so generous of you. And also for those that have booked private readings with me as well, it's been an absolute pleasure to do that. So we've got something a little bit unusual tonight. I have 3 piles, but in each pile there are 2 separate piles. Now, I did this reading before earlier tonight and it was extraordinary and it didn't capture on my phone, so we're going to do it again. So I was a little bit nervous about doing it again. So the question tonight is, what is he saying about you? And one pile is about the intimate things he's saying about you to his closest friends, people he can reveal his true feelings. And the other pile is just sort of like his more professional stance on what he's saying about your relationship, to people he doesn't know so well. So it's really about you getting an insight into what he's saying about you and what he's saying about your relationship. Now, this is more for people that have separated, okay, or in no contact, or there's been some issue there, something like that. So just take a moment. This is pile 1, pile 2 and pile 3, and they are all slightly different. The foliage is different on each of them, so I hope you can see that okay. Pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. Okay, let's go for pile 1. So that's pile 2 there, and that's pile 3. So I'm really excited to do this for you, and as I said, it is my second time around. So this is for everyone that chose pile 1, and the question is, what is he saying about you? What is he saying to his close, maybe a close friend, and really pouring his heart out? And what's he saying generally about the relationship for people that he knows not quite so well? So I think it's just a really interesting insight. So this is the intimate side. What is he saying about you? So we've got the 9 of Swords, we've got Rain, and we've got the Death card. And on the more professional level, that's funny, I just got a little shiver right up my back there. We've got the 6 of Pentacles, we've got the 3 of Pentacles, and we've got the 2 of Swords. Okay, so for me it's quite straightforward to see what's going on here. So what he's saying to his closest friends and people he can open his heart up to, he's saying, I'm just having sleepless nights over this. I've got so much anxiety over this breakup. I've got so much worry. I can't sleep at night. I'm not feeling good about this situation. I'm not happy about this situation. Whatever's happened between you, he's saying, I'm really, really concerned. I can't get it out of my mind. I keep going round and round in my head about what happened and what was said, okay? And that's what he's revealing to a friend or whatever that's closest to him. And he's saying, we had something really beautiful, and there was a lot of romance there. And he's saying, I just wish that, we could just wash it all away, and just heal. And he's also telling them about the nostalgic moments that he had with you as well. Like, oh, it was really lovely when we did this, and it was really nice when we did that, and that sort of thing. And what I'm getting here are just pictures of his memories, like if you are separated, you maybe think that he doesn't care or whatever, but he's actually thinking about very special moments between you. And this card has got a little love heart there. And with this card, I always sort of mention that potentially for some of you, there might have been a situation where you fell in love, or you spent a lot of time and there was a really beautiful garden, or you both had appreciation of a garden. I just wanted to mention that because sometimes it really connects with people. And what he's telling people, I really feel with this card, he's going, shit, like, shit, you know, like, my life has just been thrown into, he wouldn't say a whole new cycle, in a whole new direction, you know, and I don't feel that he's happy about it at all. I feel like he's going, yeah, just bear with me a minute. I feel like he's going something like, I think he's even saying the F word quite a lot, okay? Like, how did this happen? You know, I don't know how it happened. You know, I've messed up here. I had something really beautiful, really good. And now, you know, it's completely died. It's actually dead in the water. I think he's saying to them, you're not available anymore to him, you know, like, I don't think I can get her back, you know, I don't think that she would come back to me, basically. And I think that he's just really expressing to this close friend that he just feels like it was almost like an end of an era. I don't know if he would use those words, but that was an end of an era, you know, like, I didn't expect it to go this way, you know, and like, shit, sorry, I'm saying it again. Now I've got to start all over again. He's not happy about this situation, and he's really expressing that. And I feel just a real anger, maybe I'm feeling. Just a real anger, no, a real frustration about what's happened. And he's very, very worried, and he's feeling a lot of loss here, like a lot of loss here. So no matter what's going on, what, you know, if you see him and you think that, you know, he doesn't care, he cares a lot. And he's just feeling this ending in his daily life. I feel like with the white rose, he has hope. I feel like with the white rose, he wishes he told the truth. I feel like with the white rose, he's hoping for a rebirth. I feel like with the white rose, he's going, yeah, I know I did that, you know, I know I did that. Oh my God, I just got my heart just jumped there. Sorry, I've got a serviette on the other side of the table. And when I said what I just said there, it moved like a person was in front of me. Oh, wow. Whew. Okay. Yeah, I think he's just really, you know what, when he can't sleep at night, I know that I did that. I know I created this situation. I know the things that I did wrong in this situation. That's just how I'm feeling with this. Okay. I feel that he's feeling the loss. He's feeling like, I've got to move on, and I'm not sure that I want to. That's what he's expressing to them. You know, he's in a gloomy state. He's not in a happy state, put it that way. I feel like he's almost drowning his sorrows a little bit for some reason, and almost speaking into his glass, you know, into his beer, into his whatever. I feel like he'll be stomping around in his life, being angry with everybody, just feeling unhappy with this. Okay, so that's the story down there. The story up here, this is what he'll be telling people. Let's have a look here, because we've got two quite positive cards here, and then we've got this. Okay, that's interesting that I just moved them. What he'd be saying to people that he doesn't know so well is like, oh, there wasn't any cooperation, we couldn't get anything off the ground, there wasn't much give and take. So I'm going to pull another card. Yeah, I feel like it'd be he'll just be saying, we couldn't build anything for the future. We didn't have compatible skill sets, you know. We weren't able to find the balance or the harmony. I don't know, that he wouldn't quite say it like that, but just like, yeah, you know, we weren't on the same page sort of thing. But what's really happening is that he was actually blocked off. What's really happening is he's actually blocked off to these positive aspects in your relationship. I think he knows that actually you did have a lot of cooperation and there was a lot of giving and taking, but he's decided that his story is that that wasn't the case. And that's maybe why he's in conflict. So tell me a little bit more about... There you go. See? It's not the case. So, I think what he's trying to tell himself is it couldn't have worked because there wasn't enough give and take here, you know. Maybe he felt he gave a lot, but it wasn't being mirrored. Or it couldn't have worked because there's something to do with home here as well. Because she didn't value my skill sets, you know, and stuff like that. But I feel it's the opposite, weirdly. Right, this is about cooperation, this is about cooperation, but I think he's saying, no, it wasn't, you know, there wasn't any cooperation here, which is quite weird, actually. So that's the kind of professional story. Oh, I can smell the neighbour's food wafting through the window. It smells gorgeous, making me hungry. Okay, but what he's really saying is, after the death card, I wish I could reset. I wish I could reset everything to zero. I know you can't really see it, and bring the sunshine back into this relationship. I wish that she would send me a signal, something, so I know that we could maybe have this renewal. And he's saying as well, can you see like the tears here on the rain? Can you see that? Can you see the tears on the rain? And then this is almost like a tear. Raindrop is like a tear, isn't it? You know, like if you cry when it's raining, they can't see you crying. People can't see you crying because they don't know if it's your tears or the rain. I feel it's a bit like that. He is upset, whether he's crying, but that's the emotion he's feeling. And I feel like he's also saying to the other person, you know, I can feel her, you know, maybe not quite like that. I don't know how guys speak, but, you know, I can feel her. I feel still very connected. I wish she would send me a sign, you know, that maybe we could renew stuff. I feel like he's really still feeling your energy, and the vibration of your, the ripples have gone out from your relationship are still touching him. You know, they're still going out from that center point of what you had. Because even when a death moment comes in, there can be years afterwards that these ripples go out, you know. And this is such a beautiful card, and this was in the first time round when I did this reading. This is how he really feels about you, and I could talk about this card for a long time. Okay, I'll try and keep it in the camera. What he really feels about you is, oh, this is Six of Cups. Oh, it's the 9 and the 9, but it's the 6 and 9. What he really feels about you is that this card sits under the Lover's card, and it's absolutely beautiful card, and it's actually two children giving each other cups of flowers, okay? But it's about the beautiful naivety in love, the beautiful naivety when you first go into a relationship. And it's about abundance and the flowers overflowing. And almost like, I feel with this, it's like he said, I wish I'd given her more. I'd wish I'd given her six cups or 6 bouquets of flowers. I wish I'd lavished love onto her, you know, when I had the opportunity, you know. And there's a lot of nostalgia in these cards and a lot of sadness that things didn't work out. And this is a card about real joy, you know, real romance, real love in these cards. And this is a card about wanting to come back, wanting to come back, wanting to come back. Okay. So this is what he's telling somebody. This is what he's saying really in the intimate moments is it was really good. It felt really good. I wish I'd given her more of my attention, more of my love, more of my affection. She was worth it, you know. She was worth the 6 cups. You know, she was my lover, or I wanted her to be my lover, or whatever it is, your situation. And I enjoyed every moment of her. And she was as beautiful as all the different flowers in this picture. And there was just, he's telling them about the abundance of being with you and the joy. See the yellow, just the sheer joy that you brought into his life. And I can't not see this card and not imagine 6 bouquets of flowers and how much I feel like he's thinking about how much that would have lit your face up, you know, if he had done that gesture. And I also feel like he's relaying a special moment to do with flowers as well. And he's thinking about it a lot. I mean, this is such a deeply romantic card. This is just love and kisses all the way. And that's how he's really feeling about you. So I wonder if I've just got a few seconds where I can just get a little bit why he's making this silly story up. That's funny because I just got the body come out. Oh, right. Okay. Right. There is I feel like I'm getting a little bit of a message there. I feel what it is, he thinks you're so incredibly beautiful. And I feel like your body's so incredibly beautiful to him. And again, you know, people don't love your body one day and not love it the next. If they loved it in the first place, they'll always love it, basically. I'm just thinking about that. Yeah, again, it's just one of those things that just... Okay, I'm getting complicated stories coming through from my guys. My guys are saying, well, no, sometimes you can wake up and not want someone's body. I don't feel this is the case. What I'm trying to say to you is, when there's an attraction, okay, on the most part, 99% of the time, that attraction stays, okay? And I feel like he feels this just really deep attraction for you. Like, you know, the deep, physical, beautiful attraction of your physical body. I can see a lot of boobs and bum here, you know, maybe that's what he loved about you. And what I feel like with this, he's trying to sort of tell himself that he's not feeling this, okay? Oh no, there was no cooperation. We couldn't build a future. No, there was no give and take. I just feel like he's just blocking himself off to the truth. I feel like he's just almost sort of saying this to almost stop this deep passion that he feels for you. Got it. He just feels, that's it. That's what it is. He's just got this story that's very surface level to just block out his deep passion for you. His deep passion and his deep desire. And he's just trying to block that out. So that's what he's saying to people. He's not being derogatory, right? He's just saying it was, you know, it wouldn't work. We didn't have the same whatever. And then he's just got all this going on underneath. So he's not saying anything bad at all, but he's feeling, wow, is he feeling this? If you think he's not feeling this in his life, right? And he's just like, doesn't matter, you know, I've just moved on. No, not at all. I feel like even he could be slightly depressed at the moment. Okay. So I really enjoyed that, guys. It wasn't so different from the first reading that I did. So I'm really happy that these cards came back. And if there's anything in there that really resonates with you, please leave a comment. I would love to know. Right, let's go for everyone for reading 2. I'm quite excited. So this is for everyone I'm reading 2, and it's about what is he saying about you? What's he saying about you on an intimate level? And what's he saying on, you know, to people, more of a sort of synopsis of your relationship? And this is for people that have separated or in this is for people that are separated or in no contact, that sort of thing, okay? So this is what he's saying on an intimate level. I knew these were going to show up somewhere, okay, and that this is going to be challenging. I just made these cards, so I might swap in another card with that. It means something, but I might not know what it means. This is what he's saying to other people. Oh, okay, interesting. Very different stories here. Let me just pull another card on the Italian wine and that. I just made these cards and I wanted to incorporate them because I feel like they've got meaning there. I feel like they've got meaning, and it's really for my guys to tell me what the added meaning is. Right, so if we could just have another card on the wine, please. If we could just have another card on the wine, please. If we could just have another card on the wine, please. Yeah, okay. That's quite interesting. That was really interesting, actually. I'll tell you in a minute. Right, so what he's saying to the people that he can open up about his feelings and stuff like that. He's saying he's absolutely heartbroken, right? He's saying, I'm absolutely heartbroken. Physically, mentally and emotionally, I'm just absolutely heartbroken over this separation, over this tower moment that we've had. Okay, and this can nod to a third party situation, but we'll just see, you know, if this is involved in the reading. But this is just like, you know, we had it good, we had something really big there. And, you know, I'm really unhappy about the situation. I'm more than unhappy, I'm heartbroken. I feel heartbroken over this. So if he's out and about and you think he's okay, he's actually heartbroken. And what he's saying, some of this sadness is related to, this is so interesting. I picked this wine and it is actually obviously a very strong tradition in Italy. To have this wine. So, you know, you could look at this and say, well, he's drowning in his sorrows, you know. Well, I think, yes, he is drowning in his sorrows, but I think what it is this card is saying he's really feeling the heartbreak over the differences between you. And this can be cultural differences or just traditions in with your families and stuff like that, in your cultures, in your country. But I feel on this one, as for some of you, it could be that you're actually from different countries and that he's heartbroken because I feel like he feels you're going to leave his country, basically. That's what I feel. And I feel like he's heartbroken over the different cultures between you, because I feel like this tower moment up here could have a lot of cultural differences, you know, that caused this tower moment. Or it could be that you had a lot of different traditions, okay, or belief structures that caused this tower moment or built up to a tower moment, okay? So, and I feel like with this one, I feel like what he's saying to his friends, I feel stuck. I feel stuck and confined by my own belief structures, my own traditions, my own way of life. You know, the way that I'm supposed to live my life. I feel stuck here, you know, because he's actually between two pillars on a cold, hard stone. And I feel like he's saying to them something like, you know, I'm in this position in life. If I wasn't, I would do X, Y, and Z. You know, I could change things, but I can't change things because I'm stuck here. I'm stuck by my own lifestyle, basically. I feel he's talking about more his position than yours, you know, like his own confines. Okay, for some of you, he's married. Okay, I didn't see it, it just came in here. Some of he's married, so there was a third party situation, and which something happened, led to a tower moment, and he's like, yeah, I'm stuck with what I've bound myself by, and I can't change it, or I'm not going to change it because of my traditions, my culture, whatever it is. Or my belief structures, you know, the things that I've invested in my life in to believe. This is what he's telling his closest, you know. I feel like there's almost like, why, you know, how did I get myself into this position? I feel like that's kind of going on. And then we've got this lovely card where he just really hopes that there's going to come an opportunity, which might come through a financial opportunity that's just going to bring a situation to heal how he's feeling. Either this opportunity will just be for him alone, so he can feel healed in his immovable position, or it's going to be an opportunity that can bring some harmony and some peace between you two. We've got the Death card. Yeah. Let me just see. He wants an opportunity to come in to bring some harmony, for either for himself or for you or for you both. Okay, so we've got the Death card. This is a really, really strong card. I feel like he's really feeling this death situation between you, okay, like on a big scale. So if you feel like he's not feeling anything, this is not the truth. He's feeling it. He's feeling the separation. He's feeling the ending of this relationship. He's really feeling it on a really high level. Like, I don't think he can go through his day without feeling it. You know, I don't know. I'm sort of getting this impression like, when he goes to work, he's feeling it. When he's doing his work, he's feeling it. When he's eating his lunch, he's feeling it. When he's doing whatever he's doing, he's just feeling this imbued. But I also feel with this card is that he wants the death of this death situation. You know, like you've gone into a death situation, but I feel like he wants that to end now. Please end this death situation. Can we have something good coming out of this? Now, it might be at the moment, I'm sort of more reading this for himself rather than for you both. I feel like he's just waiting for his life to become happy again. He's not happy at all. So let's have a little look up here. So what he's telling people that he doesn't know so well, he's kind of saying, yeah, we had a big serious misunderstanding, maybe something like that. So he's willing to tell them that. What I'm feeling is that he's being deceptive in what he's telling them. Yeah, we had a big moment, and you know, there were some judgment's passed. Maybe he's saying that between you both. Maybe he feels like you've both said stuff to each other. But what I really feel with this card is that he's not telling them the truth because he knows in this situation his actions were and will be very much called out. I feel like he knows he's done you wrong with this judgment card. There is an essence of rebirth here as well, you know, because they come out naked from the coffins to receive their judgment. But it's like the judgment is healing. The judgment is an opportunity for you to say, yes, I was that, I did that. I recognise that in myself. That's the truth of the situation. That white rose is the truth of the situation. Okay. So I feel like the universe, okay, got it guys. I feel like the universe, the thing that is greater than us, is bringing you both into truth. Okay. I feel like he's just saying, yeah, we had a big thing, you know, we had a big thing that happened, you know, it's really bad and it's over now. I feel he's not saying anything more than that. I don't feel he's saying anything derogatory about you. I feel the universe is saying, no, you guys needed for this to all be torn down. I need to really get this message for you. I know it's a little bit off the brief, you know, about what he's saying to other people and stuff like that, but I've got another message for you. This moment that you had needed to tear down all the false crap that had built up between you. Okay, all the games, all the whatever, all the stuff that was going on. This has tore it down. Okay, because there was a lot of deception. There's maybe third party for some of you. There's maybe he was married as well for some of you. And it's like, no, the universe is saying, I'm going to tear it all down. And me personally now doing this reading, I have a message about why that needed teared down. Okay, because there was so much crap going on here. Right, I'm getting angry now. Right, let's see if the universe is in agreement with me. Okay. Kind of. It's saying there was no giving and taking. There was no giving and taking. You both had a situation where you were protecting yourselves, something like that. Taking opportunities where you were both being deceptive. Okay, you were both being deceptive. That's why it's here. Got it. All right, but I know why this needs torn down. And here's why. Let's see if the cards are going to deliver the answer. Yeah, okay. And I feel like it's got that. Is it that one? Okay. No, it's not the one I thought. Okay. We started off with the secret card just because we were revealing what he's saying to people and, you know, his intimate thoughts, and that's a sort of unlocking. There was so many secrets in this relationship, right? So many. And the Tower moment and the Death moment tore down the secrets. And there was real love. There was real love here. Real abundant love and joy. And it was getting destroyed by the crap that was going on here. Right, and there was a third party situation. And this is being torn down to make you realise that not only was the third party situation a very sad situation, but when it ended between you, there was a lot of love in that relationship. Okay, and I feel like I've got I'm just getting like really big waves of something coming in. All right, really big. That was massive, actually. This is telling me that, I wasn't expecting this message, guy. This is telling me that when you came together, I'm just getting it again. Oh my God, it's good that the camera isn't on me. When you guys come together, there was a divine union manifestation taking place. I really feel that really deeply on a really massive level. So whatever's going on in this 3D reality, no matter, you know, what he's like, what you're like, and all the rest of it, the Tao moment come in for you guys to really feel that this was a divine union. Maybe you can't be together in this 3D reality. Maybe you're both too injured. Maybe the circumstances just aren't right for you. Maybe you came together, you did what you both had to do for each other in this time and space, and it's been done. But what I'm feeling with this relationship, it's one that expands across time and space. It expands across time and space. Can you show me a card, please? Because I'm just getting loads of messages. Yeah, and like secret sex, right? It's a basic card about secret sex, you know, this third party situation. It's about two beautiful creatures coming together. But I almost feel like it's saying you had to both experience this together. All right? The universe operates in a very different way to how we think it should, okay? And you had to both experience this. It was, I'm not going to say it's part of your soul contract, because I don't really believe in it in that way. I feel like the pull of the universe was greater, okay, than what man-made laws. Okay, we've got laws here. People are married, families are important, there's boundaries and stuff like that. Maybe you didn't actually have sex, but generally this is a card for people that have had sex and you were pulled together for a really strong reason. I see it as though we're in a virtual reality game, okay? And the game doesn't care about what you've built up in your life. All it cares about is the primary characters and whether they should come together or not. And isn't this what most romantic stories are built on? People have separate lives. They come together. They can't, you know, but it's all there. I'm getting that, oh my God. I'm getting that movie with, it's a really old one, guys, and I don't know if you'll remember it. It's Meryl Streep and Robert De Niro, and they meet on a train, and they're both married, and they're quite happy in their relationships. But kapow! All right, kapow! And this is you. So I know we went off a bit of a tangent there, but my body actually started to bend in funny shapes there to get that message out. This Tao moment is good for you guys. It probably doesn't feel like it, but it is good, okay? And the realization is that after death, there's a restart. I don't know what that restart will be. Maybe we'll do it in another reading. But I really enjoyed that. It was a powerful message for you. So please leave me a comment if it resonates. I really enjoyed that. Thank you so much. Okay, and this is for everyone that chose reading pile 3. Okay, so the question is, What is he saying about me? This is to his intimate, close friends. And then what's he saying to maybe work colleagues, or, you know, what's he saying about your relationship? And this reading is for people that are in separation or split or no contact at the moment. Okay, so let's have a look. And if you haven't been with me before, I'm traveling at the moment, so I just use what I can, and the table wobbles a little bit and the camera wobbles a little bit. So what have we got for you here? So this is what he's saying about the intimate side. So funny, my Italian cards are coming up. That's so weird. I only drew these tonight, and now I've got to rely on my guys to give me the information. I mean, what is two lemons doing between two people? This is how he really feels about the relationship, and this is what he's telling people. Okay, so let's go here. This is so weird. I'm going to have to pull another card on the lemons. I feel I know what it is, but I have to pull another card. Ha! How weird. How weird is that? Okay. My guides sort of teach me about my cards. So, okay, so what he's telling people about your relationship is she really set me on fire. I really desired her. She really excited me. It felt really exciting, really adventurous. No 2 days were the same. I never knew what she was going to do next. You know, I never knew what she was really thinking or feeling. But I found that exciting. I found it thrilling. She was thrilling for me. Okay, and the sort of the fruit is the sort of the lust, the abundance, you know. I need to keep this PG, but I'm almost feeling like it's a part of male anatomy here. Just quickly got a flash there. Oh my goodness, can you see the male anatomy here? Okay, I need to keep it PG, you know, but can you see male anatomy? I don't know why my guys would, yeah, that he just found you very, very exciting in that arena. He's telling his friends about it, you know, maybe how he felt really manly with you, that he felt like a bit like a king in the bedroom, and your lovemaking and your sex life was just glorious. And this is what he's telling his intimate friends. And what he's telling them as well now is that you're closed off to him, and he's upset about that. And he's saying she's not available. I think she thinks I've stabbed her in the back. She won't see me, she won't speak to me, or whatever. He's just really feeling that you're really closed off. And he's also telling that he's worried if you're fearful of him. The Eight of Swords is about a woman who's sort of fearful of her own emotions in a way, you know. Not fearful like, I don't feel as like fearful, or maybe there's a little bit, yeah, maybe fearful he's going to be unpleasant or unkind in some way. But it can be for some of you fearful that to show your emotions again, really, to him, you know, after whatever situation that you've been through. But he's talking about you with a lot of lust and a lot of desire, intimately, with his closest friends. That's what he's saying. It's funny. Yeah, and he's telling them about the beautiful warmth that you brought into his life. You know, beautiful warmth. I feel like he's talking about, you know, I feel he's still talking on a sort of physical level, you know, maybe your touch, maybe your hugs, maybe your kisses, maybe your, you know, the warmth of your body, maybe your gentleness, your tenderness, your sweetness, and that. I still feel he's talking on a physical level. That's how he's relating to you at the time. Now, interestingly, we can come back to that. On the more sort of professional, or his story is, I feel like he's telling them, yeah, I feel like he's saying, look, she's a very beautiful woman. I think he's saying, I don't think she told me the truth about herself. And he's saying she was quite difficult. It's not that the Queen of Swords is difficult. It's like the Queen of Swords is using logic, not emotions. And I feel like he's sort of saying, yeah, it didn't work out because, she was quite difficult to manage. Or what he's really saying is, I couldn't get my own way with her, like I couldn't do, this is the message again, I couldn't do the normal things I normally do, maybe with other women, and it worked, and it didn't work on her, I feel like he's like, you're like this sword, like a rod of steel, basically, and he couldn't bend you to his will. I think he gave it a really good go, by the way. So yeah, so his story is, yeah, she's very beautiful. I saw a future. I don't think she's telling me the whole truth about her life and stuff like that. Maybe she's keeping secrets. This is his story. I feel like with the keeping secrets part is maybe his trying to put the onus on you for the separation. I don't think it's anything particularly derogatory. I just feel like he's sort of saying, she was hard to handle in a way, like she was quite authoritative, she's a very intelligent woman, she's very authoritative, she knows herself, she holds herself in high esteem. That's the sort of feeling I'm getting. And I feel like he's saying to them, I'd like to sort of, sort it out, sort of thing. I'd like to sort it out between us. I'd like to put the conflict down. I'd like to put the swords down and go to calmer waters on this. So that's his kind of general talk, which is fine. Tell me about the secrets. Tell me about the secrets. Because I feel like he's saying you're being secretive, but I wonder if he's being secretive about what he's saying about you. Because trees are about secrets as well. Tell me about the secrets here. Let me find out a little bit more about this. Tell me more about the secrets here in relation to his version of the story, what he's saying about her. What's he saying about her in regard to the secrets? What's he saying about her in regard to the secrets? What's he saying about her in regard to the secrets? What's he saying about her? Oh, that's so weird. I don't know if you saw that. An invisible card just jumped out of my pack and I went to pick it up and it wasn't there. Ah, very interesting. Never had these two together. Yeah, so I think his version of events, okay, whether it's right or wrong, is that he says he's very upset. And I feel he's defending his position about your separation. Okay. He's saying to some people, yeah, maybe we'll have another go. Maybe I'll have another go. But he's saying something about, he's finding it quite a burden. Okay. But But he's also, there's some sort of talk about, and it's here as well, about a small relocation in some way for some of you. This is about shifting to a new town or something like that. Not massive relocation. And this card also talks about a relocation as well. Moving from one home to the other, or or your house and his house, but it's not actually that far apart from each other. That's how I feel with this. Okay, so he's really kind of defending his position up here. Tell me a little bit more about this, because I'm not seeing an awful lot of emotions here. Okay, I'm seeing concern. I'm seeing that there's conflict, that he's recognising, yes, there's conflict, but I'm not seeing a lot of concern. We got this in the last reading. Can you tell me a little bit more about the Hierophant? It's just that it's got so many different readings. Well, this card wanted to come out. This card's like, I'm coming out, whether you want me to or not. I'm coming out, and I'm making a presence. Okay, so what he's saying to people, actually, he is talking about the physical side of this, the warmth, that you're not available, the lovemaking, etc. But he's also talking about the heartbreak, and he's also talking about the heartbreak from quite a what's the word? He's not talking about it he's talking about the lovemaking in quite a frivolous way, from the Knight of Wands energy, but he's talking about the heartache in a very different way, in a more serious way. For those that he has told that he's heartbroken over this situation, or I feel like he feels like he's broken your heart, and he's talking about it with some sensitivity, with some insight, with some knowing here. I feel he's concerned for you. I feel like he's concerned for your welfare. I feel like he wants to make sure that you're okay, just because of the cross, really. And just because of the Hierophant is sort of person in authority, and his job is to be caring, basically. And I feel like he is concerned because you're cut off. I feel he's worried about your day-to-day living. Maybe how you're going to manage, what you're going to do, where you're going to go, this sort of thing. Wow, which is quite sweet, actually, guys. That's quite sweet. So it's not as frivolous as I thought, but I do feel he's defending his position here with his version of events. Okay. Nothing really major here. For some people, I can't help but look at this card and think, for some people, there was a tree involved in your relationship. I know we're going a bit off-piste here, but there was a tree involved in your relationship. And he's got memories about that. About, I don't know, maybe you sat under a tree, maybe you planted a tree, maybe you spoke words in the location of a tree. Maybe there was a tree on your property that you both loved. Maybe it was a place that you used to go to and there were some trees. I don't know, there's a tree thing going on. I feel in his story up here, he's being very emotionally barren, right? There's just, when I see this card, it's just so barren, isn't it? There's just no foliage, there's nothing here. All right, I feel like he's being quite barren, apart from this little memory, which he might relate to a few people. Okay, the guys want me to tell you that one time you were sitting under a tree and you looked really beautiful, and he remembers that. That's what they want me to tell you. He remembers you under the tree. So in this barrenness here, he's actually got this beautiful memory. And let's just see where we are with time. And yeah, and there's a concern for you. This card is actually a concern. This is about being protective. Actually, he is concerned for you. So even if he's appearing not concerned, he is concerned for you. So is there any last final, just before we stop the video, is there any last final message for the watcher, please? Any last final message for the watcher? I think the last message, and I'll just do this very quickly, there is some desire for some reconciliation, but I feel like you both know, or he's saying to somebody, we'd have to sort out so much. I don't know if it's possible, but it would be nice. But there's a lot of legalities and contracts and agreements and stuff like that that would need to be sorted. And I feel like the advice for you, or the message for you, is that you are now on the Wheel of Fortune through this scenario, for the Wheel of Fortune to change. And you have the potential, either in this relationship, or it could be a new relationship, because I did ask for advice, a final message, either in this relationship or a new relationship, to really achieve that long-term relationship, the one that you've always desired, the house, the home, the happiness, the stability, the everything. And I feel like it's saying to you, you're here on this Wheel of Fortune. It may not feel like it just now because of this, but it's turning in your favour, and you're going to get something coming your way so incredible that you can't see it at the moment, but it's coming. I think that's a really beautiful message. I wasn't expecting that, guys. So I'm going to leave it there because I'm a bit concerned about the recording time, and I really want this to record, and I really hope it resonates. And please leave a comment. I absolutely love your comments, guys, especially if there's little nuggets that really resonate with you. Okay, so it's ciao from Italy. Ciao, ciao.